Winter is coming and so am I after the latest House of the Dragon Season 2 trailer just dropped. It's jam-packed with dragony goodness, I'm not sure if that's even a word, but who cares? This is your warning, this video will have spoilers from Fire and Blood, but keep in mind that the show doesn't always follow the book, so there will be some room for interpretation. I plan on covering the entire season, so if you like my analysis, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. For those of you who didn't like the time jumps of Season 1, don't worry, executive producer Ryan Condal has said that Season 2 will play without any jumps, starting right where we left off at the end of Season 1. Rhaenyra Targaryen has just learned that her son Lucerys has been killed after his parley with House Baratheon at Storm's End. Here we see the Black Queen overlooking Storm's End, looking rather ragged. I wouldn't be surprised if the show has her going over there to look for her son's body. In the book, Luke's body is never found, with one wild story even claiming he made it to shore alive but lost all his memory, spending the rest of his life as a simple-minded fisherman. Through voiceover, we hear Hand of the King Otto Hightower remark that errors were made in the hours after King Viserys' death, and no doubt we'll see how those errors will lead to a chain of events that affect the outcome of the story in many wild and insane ways. King Aegon II arrives to sit on the throne as those around him pledge allegiance. In the aftermath of his takeover, those loyal to Queen Rhaenyra were killed or locked away in the dungeons. Others had to swear fealty to the new king. Notice these three characters behind the king. In this shot, we can make out two of them, Lord Martin Reyne, a lord from House Reyne who are subjects of House Lannister, and Leon Estermont, who is probably a lord too. You won't find them in the book, they were created specifically for the show. These younger lords are allied with the Greens, and my guess is that they are friends of Aegon's. Here we see Daemon Targaryen's iconic helmet. After learning of Luke's death, he writes a letter from Harrenhal to the Queen, stating that Lucerys must be avenged. An eye for an eye, a son for a son. Apparently the title of episode 1 is A Son for a Son. Daemon's letter will prompt one of the most harrowing scenes I've ever encountered in Martin's writing, which I'll simply refer to as Blood and Cheese, but I'll get to that in a bit. The Dance of Dragons, the name of the civil war between these two factions, features over 17 major battles. Obviously, HBO doesn't have the budget to cover all of them, so I'm guessing a lot will be glossed over or combined. Here we see soldiers from House Hightower marching to battle and Otto contemplating by the fire. Queen Alicent exclaims that many will die, and look at someone's hand holding a cane. Could that be the clubfoot himself, Loras Strong? I'm just glad Alicent's feet are away. Here's our first look at Criston Cole with markedly less hair and blood stains on his armor. It also looks like he's wearing the Hand of the King necklace. In the book, Otto is removed as Aegon's hand in favor of the more bloodthirsty Criston. Criston here is beheading someone, and you'll notice these soldiers still bear the Targaryen sigil, but this time in gold, as to separate itself from Rhaenyra. A ball spins around the marble plate of the small council, as we get this face-off between King Aegon II, seen here wearing King Aegon I's original crown, and Rhaenyra wearing Viserys' crown that was smuggled out of the city by Eric Cargill in Season 1. Here's our first shot of a character named Adam of Hull. He'll eventually go on to ride Seasmoke, who has been riderless for over 6 years after the departure of Rhaenyra's husband, Laenor. Adam is considered a dragon seed, a bastard child with Valyrian blood, and some say he's even the child of Corlys Velaryon. We're then treated to our first shot at what appears to be the Battle of Rook's Rest. This is a major battle as it sees the death of Rhaenys Targaryen and her dragon Meleys. In addition, King Aegon II is burned so bad in this fight he becomes horribly disfigured and does not rise from his bed for over a year, leaving Aemon the One-Eye as the de facto king in his stead. We'll see a shot of him looking at the throne, perhaps foreshadowing him eventually sitting on it. There are other shots of this battle, including Criston riding through battle and soldiers getting completely engulfed in flames. A shot of the Black Council on Dragonstone with Daemon on the left, Rhaenyra in the middle, Rhaenys on the right, and Eric Cargill behind. Here's Daemon executing someone in front of a Godswood tree. We've seen one of these in the courtyard of King's Landing, Landing. The sky behind doesn't quite look like the bright and saturated kind we've seen at King's Landing, but it would be quite poetic if this is Daemon executing Otto Hightower. In the book, it's never mentioned who executes Otto, just that it was ordered by Rhaenyra. Our first and only shot of snow. Could we be somewhere close to Winterfell? At the end of season 1, we know that Rhaenyra's eldest son, Jace, was sent to Winterfell to get the allegiance of the Starks. Here's a shot of Alicent in front of a lake, potentially the God's Eye. She never really leaves King's Landing once the Dance of Dragons starts, so it's possible this is a dream. Check out Rhaenyra here with her dragon Syrax. She's standing across from what is most likely Adam of Hull and Seasmoke. In the book, Rhaenyra has Adam arrested, suspecting he's a turncloak. He escapes and Lord Corlys is arrested for warning him, so it looks like the show could be leaning towards this Corlys and his bastard children narrative. Here's Queen Helaena covered in a black veil. Rhaenys tells Rhaenyra that there's no war so bloody as one between dragons, and this is followed by Baela riding the dragon Moondancer. Back at King's Landing near the Sept, we'll see a commotion involving Queen Alicent. This is likely at the funeral of Prince Jaehaerys, Aegon II and Helena's child who was murdered by the assassins Blood and Cheese. We'll see a brief shot of Cheese here with Helaena. These two men were ordered by Daemon to sneak into King's Landing and kill one of the king's children as revenge for Aemon killing Luke, and these two are successful killing Jaehaerys. The people of King's Landing look to be riding and fleeing, which could mean we're getting close to when Queen Rhaenyra takes back the city. A soldier of House Bracken unsheathes his sword. The Brackens swear themselves to Aegon and the Greens. A quick shot of Daemon atop his dragon Caraxes and Criston beating the crap out of someone. Now this shot has me really excited. This is Eric Cargill fighting another knight. In the book, Eric's twin brother Auric is sent to Dragonstone to pose as Eric. Since they're twins, he could easily go behind enemy lines and kill Rhaenyra or her children, but as luck would have it, Eric sees his brother posing as him and the two battle to the death, each of them succumbing to their wounds. Here we have Aemon atop Vhagar, the largest and most formidable of the dragons. You can see how the soldiers basically stop in their tracks as this she-beast enters the battlefield. And with that, the trailer comes to an end, and we're given a summer 2024 start to the show. I don't know about you guys, but I'm absolutely pumped. Now I turn it over to you. What did you think of the trailer, and what do you think will happen in Season 2? I want to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, and for more bad takes, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ThinkStoryYT. Until next time, remember,
Daddy loves you very much.